My name's Bradley Allmark. I've just finished my LLB law degree. So I chose law because the very typical reason I want to help people. So when I was younger, I witnessed what my mum went through as a divorce, and she couldn't afford legal aid, she couldn't afford legal advice, and she couldn't get legal aid because she was working. So it was really one of them things that she didn't really have representation during a divorce. She didn't have what she needed to go through with the divorce properly, and it really set her back. And watching what she went through, I didn't want other people to go through that, so that gave me the drive to go into law. And then once I got into the modules, I then started to learn what I wanted from it, and I wanted human rights. I wanted to be an equality advocate for people who don't have that voice, people who are vulnerable, and people who don't necessarily know what to do in them situations. I got to meet different people, I got to attend different events and working for the people as well. So studying law, I got to help people on the pro bono clinic, which meant I was working with the public and I was working with people who was like my mum, who were vulnerable and couldn't afford the legal advice that they should have had. So that was what I really enjoyed about studying law, was the clinic side and getting a good understanding of where I want to be and what I want to do. And it gave you the practical experience almost, because working in the clinic got to use a case management system, I got to talk to clients, I got to write letters, I got to publish blogs. There was loads of different skills that you got from clinic, and it was really good module to take part in, and I'd recommend it to anybody who's studying at Staffs to take the module. I would recommend the LLB law degree to any student who wants to study law, especially at Staffordshire University, because they really help you, and they give you a more personal experience. So with it being a smaller uni, you can have that one-to-one experience with the lecturers, you have that one-to-one experience with the mentors. You know, academic mentors isn't something that you get everywhere, and having that one-to-one experience, even if it's just half an hour, it really does help, because they take the pressure off exams, you can take the pressure off applying for jobs, and you can just sit and really talk to them about anything, and they will support you with whatever you have. What makes me passionate about law is going back to what I said with everything that happened with my mum, and helping people and giving people that voice that they don't necessarily have. Working as a representative for the underrepresented groups of people, working as an equality advocate, that gave me the passion and drive to work in employment law and to try and help change how the law treats people in the workplace, especially underrepresented people like the LGBTQ society, like the Black and Ethnic Minority Society, like women's rights. You know, working in that industry, you get to see how the people are treated and how people are discriminated against, and how the law doesn't necessarily protect them. So that was one of my biggest passions when studying law, was helping those underrepresented groups of people and those people who were vulnerable and didn't necessarily have that knowledge of where to go or what to do.